It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. God, Goku, and Beerus have just been announced for the next upcoming duel. Dokkan Fest, they drop in 3 days as of me recording this video. Let's go ahead and talk about the units. First off, starting with God Goku. So first, he has this leader skill. His main 3 categories are Realm of Gods, Miraculous Awakening, and Power of Wishes. His side categories are Legendary Existence, Bond of Friendship, and Movie Heroes. If we go ahead and check out the 200% leader skill tool, we can see here, hold on, let me just stretch this out a little bit, that these are the units that are going to be on the full like power of the categories. Like this is on both of these, right? So we have the GT Super Saiyan 4s, we have the brand new Super Saiyan God Ultra Villain Vegeta, we have Physical UI and the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. The blues, we have Kale and Caulifla, Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, Beast Gohan. Like, there are also a decent amount of EZAs on here too. The 7th year anniversary LRs are the gods. We have Physical Ultimate Gohan, AGO Kai Goku. There's a decent amount of good options on here that I feel like you probably won't really think about when you just look at the category. Like Realm of Gods, Miraculous Awakening, and Power of Wishes. When I first looked at it, I thought like, oh, maybe they're not going to have as many pure and hybrid Saiyans as I would necessarily like. But when I just looked at it like this, it does seem a lot better than it did. And that's not even talking about the EZAs that could also drop as well. We have the, which one is it? Oh yeah, into UI also just got his super EZA. He's going to be working on the team pretty well. Daima Goku. Then that should mean that the, oh no, STR Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku isn't on it, but Tech Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku is. That's interesting. The superhero units, the, what is it? This one in Orange Piccolo's, Gamma 2 and Orange Piccolo, right? They're going to be on it, and they're going to be returning on the banner as well. Yeah. We can go ahead and talk about that a little bit more later, but that's the leader skill, right? The actual super attack effect is just greatly raising attack and then raising defense for 4 turns. So not a stacking unit. Honestly, I think them not being a stacking unit is better than if they were, just because I feel like anytime they have it where it's a stacking unit, they always hold back a little bit on the actual unit itself. But that's just what I feel like. So I'm not going to read this whole passive. I think that reading the whole thing it's just too much at this point. So let me talk about the main points. He has the additional super attack right here just for having a Realm of Gods category ally. He has 20% damage reduction here, 30% baseline, so you can have 50% at the start of the turn. He'll also have the 20% dodge chance right here, as well as for every single pure or hybrid category ally you have on your team, you can get up to 60% extra dodge, so 80% baseline. And then after the character or an ally's revive is activated, you get 20% dodge chance within the character's next attacking turn, so on their first appearance. And then after their first appearance, they get 30% evasion when attacking, starting from the character's next attacking turn. So we have 20% here, we have the 60% here, that's 80. Then you'll have 100% just before you attack, and then 110% evasion after you go ahead and attack. On top of that, they have possibly the easiest revive ever. All you have to do is have a ally in the same turn get KO'd when everyone is a Realm of Gods category ally, or if you get KO'd with 6 or more pure or hybrid Saiyan category allies on the team. Because you're going to be wanting to utilize this passive as much as possible, and because a lot of the best units on this team are pure or hybrid Saiyans anyways, specifically pure Saiyans, I think it's going to be insanely easy to get this condition, right? So you'll just have not only a free revive, God Goku is going to be able to dodge practically everything while having 50% damage reduction to tank normals, and he just gets guaranteed dodge after he revives. It's insane. It is only for 2 turns. I'm almost positive these are only like once only. Or actually, I don't know, because it doesn't say the once only. But I'm almost positive that it's like that. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Either way, he has what seems to be 2 turns of just guaranteed dodge. And then he also has the active skill condition, where he will get the attack effective against all types. All of his attacks are guaranteed to hit, and he greatly raises his attack. And all you need to have is a revive from this guy proc, or starting from the 5th turn. He only does have the 30% crit chance here, and I don't think he has crit anywhere else. So it's probably best to just build full crit since he's doing literally everything else. Probably just mostly crit and additional, which is funny because the only reason why you're not going to go full dodge is because he already has so much anyways. We also have Beerus too, which I'm going to pause after I like say all this, but this is his leader skill. I'll pull up what units are actually on here, but his main leader portion is Realm of Gods, Planetary Destruction, and Successors, while also the side leader skill being Legendary Existence, Siblings Bond, and Movie Bosses. Let me pause real quick. Okay, so this is going to be all of the units on Beerus's leader skill. Let me just stretch this out real quick. Oops, did not mean to do it like that. There we go. Basically the same thing because they both have Realm of Gods as their main unit, or their main leader skill. Super Saiyan God, Ultra Villain Vegeta, Physical UI, Tech Golden Frieza, and Gogeta. STR Super Saiyan Blues being the big 4 on here. Since Tech UI is on here, I'm pretty sure Int UI should be on it as well. Yeah, Int UI is on it too. STR Beerus and Whis, who are going to be getting their EZA, are going to be on this leader, as well as the STR Whis, who is going to be getting a EZA, or Super EZA for Beerus and Whis, and then EZA for Whis. And that's about everyone. Like their Beerus is also on there, but I feel like because of the linking situation, you're probably not going to run them both on the same team, right? Remember that Cooler is also going to be getting an EZA this year too, so that's something to keep in mind as well. I'm pretty sure I haven't actually. Yeah, you need Majin Buu Saga units. You're not running that with them. Physical God Goku should be getting his EZA. There are a decent amount of like movie bosses that we're just gonna have to wait for the EZA of to also drop, and then once they do drop, I think that this team could probably look a little bit better than what it does, which is also why I think they're going so heavily on buffing this guy's team at the start, because they know that there's going to be less options on it than God Goku's team, right? Either way, we also have his super attack effect, which is great, or is raising attack and then greatly raising his defense for 4 turns while causing immense damage. He has it where he is getting the entrance animation with Realm of Gods. He has 30% damage reduction. He foresees super attacks for 3 turns. He has guard. He's getting a 70% chance of launching an additional super attack. I feel like it should have just been guaranteed if God Goku gets one guaranteed too. Depending on if he is going up against a Realm of Gods enemy, or if he doesn't, he gets different effects. No matter what though, he is giving an additional 10% chance to characters whose name includes a Whis. Since 2 characters are with Whis, both have dodge and both are EZAing and super EZAing, that could be pretty decent. We just have to wait to see what they are actually going to drop. He is also supporting and giving Realm of Gods allies the 30% attack, 50% attack as well. Plus additional 50% attack and 25% crit if they belong on Planetary Destruction is what I meant to say. But because he gets a 30% damage reduction here once only, as well as the, where is it? The guard and the 25% evasion, as well as 10% damage reduction for Planetary Destruction category allies, I think that he can look pretty decent. Because, oh wait, I totally forgot to talk about that too. Because it's 10% Damage reduction to planetary destruction category allies. Is this guy just back? Well, that's with... Is that with... No, that's just baseline. 10% damage reduction for characters who also... yeah. So, this guy's unkillable on turn 1. That's the first thing. Right? Then, once you actually go and transform, he's going to have 86% damage reduction. As well as guard. Like, this guy might be a monster again. So that's another thing that I do think is going to help out a lot. And because he's also giving credit, it's just going to make Broly look that little smidge better as well. If you don't have a Realm of Gods category enemy, then you do get 20% additional damage reduction before attacking too. I want to say it's better to look at the non-Realm of Gods passive than the Realm of Gods passive, because the second that this celebration goes away, I don't think we're going to be fighting a lot of Realm of Gods category enemies. It's mostly just going to be just non-Realm of Gods. So 20% damage reduction before attacking, 30% here, as well as the 25% evasion right here. Like, he'll have a decent amount of damage reduction and dodge while also guarding, and that's going to be pretty decent. He also gets multiplicative defense here. He nullifies unarmed super attacks and then has a 70% chance for it to be nullified. But if it's a Realm of Gods category ally, not only does it buff it and do more damage, but it also is just guaranteed. That's pretty decent. And the other thing is, if you run this guy with God Goku too, it pairs really well with his active skill. The active skill condition is 77% or less, or starting from the 5th turn. But once you activate it, you recover 30% HP. You give a massive support of 2 key and 20% attack and defense to Realm of Gods allies, while also giving 2 key and 10% or 20% attack and defense to planetary destruction as well. So you're giving this, again, a massive amount of support, and it's one of the easiest conditions, because remember, God Goku is only going to be recovering 50% of HP. So if you have God Goku on one rotation and Beerus on the other rotation, you die with God Goku, bam, you're immediately giving the support with Beerus. Like, that's going to be really, really good. And I think that is something I'm honestly really excited for. We could also see here that they are giving up free LRs and TURs with the Book of War. Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan is here. I don't know if they're really going to work well with God Goku, just because of the fact that well, one, we don't even know if they're going to Easy A. If they do Easy A though, they don't have they don't have Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans, so they're not going to be activating God Goku's passive in that way. But you'll be fine running one unit who doesn't have that, so you could always just slide them on and be fine. Bardock, someone who I also think could get a super easy A as well, as given for free. We could see here that they said that they're going to be giving 2 alternate art characters in May. I think that's probably going to happen during part 2 of the celebration. We're only giving 7 tickets for both banners, which I think is a little bit disappointing. And then here's the easy that they did confirm. Beerus and Whis are going to be getting a super easy A, and then Whis is just going to be getting a regular easy A. Both of them already have a decent amount of dodge in their kit. If they get like 70-80%, I'd be more than happy with just that, as long as they can tank normal attacks or have some sort of way to live normals and then have like an extra dodge chance against supers. I'm completely fine with that, right? We just have to see. And then Beerus and Whis are going to be cycling in a lot of heals too, so that's going to be pretty cool. They also talked about future update information. I'm pretty sure this is already on JP, so I don't know why this isn't already here. But batch select is going to be coming, so you could just sell all of your like lowest rarity units easily, as well as skill or filters, so we could find one that is category restricted, name restricted, and character name restrictions as well, or both character names and second name restrictions. So they also said they're going to be condensing the game even more, having it where they're even adding a new option where instead of downloading all data. You can also download as needed instead. But they said in total the game is just going to be getting smaller and smaller size. Either way, though, let me know what you guys think of God, Goku, and Beerus down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. See you guys in the next one. Peace.